Here YouTube, today we're going to talk about dive watches in the under $300 range, and these are a few that I enjoy and use and in my humble opinion are the best value for money in that category. So the modern watches, let's have a look at stuff you can acquire right now brand new. And here's the Seiko dive watch I selected recently. It's a day date, automatic movement, unidirectional bezel. It's got a screw-in crown. It's got the plastic protection on it, just like the tuna can. It's like a mini tuna. It's got a nice full stainless steel screw-in back on it. The quality is very good. I took the stainless steel bracelet off this one and went with a nylon Zulu just for a decrease in the weight. And this is an issue I think with a lot of dive watches, is they just seem to be a very heavy, uncomfortable watch to wear for a long period of time and become almost too cumbersome, especially if you're in an office environment for your work. They become a big clunky watch to wear every day. So that's a very nice quality for the money, around $220, and that came with a nice stainless steel double deployment bracelet, solid links, polished. Very nice. The same watch here from the 1990s. Day date again. Automatic movement. Nice quality screw-in crown. And I really like it down here in this 4 o'clock position, because it doesn't stick in your wrist as much if you're wearing it on your left hand. This really doesn't tend to stick into the top of your hand when you're moving your hand backwards. So that's a very nice feature on these watches, especially if you got the large crown in the 3 o'clock position. Some of them tend to really dig into your skin. So this is, I would recommend as one of the best watches I've ever owned for value for money. The stainless steel case is beautifully polished. You'll see this kind of polish and quality even in Breitlings. Really nice, hefty, shaped. It's got a nice bevel to the edges, you can see, so as your wrist rolls back, it doesn't dig in like the Rolexes and other cases do. And to be honest with you, I've owned 2 Rolexes, a Submariner and a Sea Dweller, at the same time as this watch. Both the Rolexes are gone, sold, and I still have this watch, so I guess that speaks to the quality of it right there. I really enjoy this watch, and for a stainless steel bracelet, it's very, very flexible. The overall weight is very manageable. It's still comfortable enough to wear every day. It's thick, but not overly thick, as like we'll get to in a minute, like some of these Citizen Eco-Zilla. No, it's a big chunk of watch. And this guy is still, it's dressy, it's classy, it has the classic dive look to it. It's got the nice hands. I think it's a very good watch. This one I'm going to give, definitely my biggest thumbs up to as far as quality and fit, finish, price, and usability. Very nice watch. Here's another one from the 1970s. I bought this one in the late 1980s from a friend, and it's been worn a lot. It's got a few scratches you can see on the glass. Also a day date, automatic movement. It's got the crown in the same location. Same good solid backing to it. Same nice polished rounded edge case. I don't think you can go wrong. Now I do think, in my opinion, that the quality from the 1970s and 80s and the 1990s of these Seiko watches is superior to the quality of the latest ones. If I could, I would definitely be trying to acquire these old school ones, because I think they just seem to be a nicer fit and finish. The quality, the movement seems to be better. It's Japanese, and it just seems like this. The bezel seems a little crunchy, loose. The crown is a little bit flimsy. Where on these guys, I've had a lot of watches, high-end watches, and the feeling of these, I would put them up against any $5,000+ watch. I really do believe that. I think the quality is exceptional, and if I had to take my collection down just to 1 or 2 watches, I would definitely still be looking at these guys, because I would put these up against any of the higher price watches. in the $200 mark. If you don't have a lot, I would look at the Invicta brand. You know, the styles, some of them, you know, aren't really appealing to me. This one I thought was fairly neutral. I kind of like this one as a classic dive chronograph look to it. The quality is very good for the money. The stainless steel is a brush finish. It's really nice. The downfall of this guy is it's exceptionally heavy and exceptionally large. So the quality is there, but if with the stainless steel bracelet it came with, it weighed a pound. So obviously, you know, that's not for everybody. And if you don't have big meaty wrists, it's going to be very overpowering. I would say it's like 25% larger than the Seiko watches, which are even considered, you know, full-size dive watches. It's quite a bit heavier and a lot more substantial than they are. You can see them side by side. It's a monster. And I've got a nice leather strap on it here. This one's a Matterhorn strap, which seems to be very good quality, and it's got a really nice solid stainless steel buckle. Great stitching, thick leather. It's worked very well with this heavy watch, and it makes it wearable. But they make some other models in the dive and chronograph category, and I think the quality is there. The quality is there. For the money, I would recommend these watches. I think they're very good. For the ultimate in heavy duty and professional usage, I really do like this Citizen. The Citizen Eco-Zilla, as it's nicknamed. It's again high up there on the weight list. It's quite a substantial watch. It's very good in this stainless steel deployment bracelet because it's got a rigidity to it that you don't usually see. When you look at the Seiko bracelet, you can see it's very easy to maneuver. It follows your wrist. It's very loosey-goosey, and that's great for a lighter watch such as this watch. It's got a nice comfort factor to it. It really does conform to your wrist, where this one doesn't. It's very stiff, like it doesn't go anywhere. But the benefit of this is the watch is so heavy that the complaint is if you have it on a rubber strap that it tends to want to fall over on either side unless you have it real tight. So the benefit with this guy is you can actually put it on and it resists that falling over because the rigidity of the strap holds it in place, and I find it works really well. It's actually more comfortable than it looks here. The quality is very good of this bracelet, as is with all the features of this watch. I haven't got anything bad to say about it. It's got a solar charging face to it, so you'd never have to redo the battery, and it's got the date in there, so it's got all the features you would want. 300 meters. The best way to go, in my opinion, is if you can find one, to get this titanium model, because you're getting all the quality of this stainless steel guy, but with a substantial reduction in weight. And I was just actually at work, and I happened to go past a pawnbroker shop, and there they had advertised the titanium model. Unworn condition. It's I would say like 95%, almost mint. Hasn't even had the bracelet, the rubber strap I should say, removed at all. Unworn condition. It's got all titanium hardware. Very nice quality. Much lighter, much more wearable. And the kicker is I paid 225 Canadian, which is 176 US dollars for this beautiful titanium watch. And you'll see on the back here, if you're looking at them, you see just below there, I'll show you here, right here, there's a little square stamping, RFN, and supposedly that denotes the fact that this gnarled surface here, you can turn this clockwise and it actually unscrews, and then you can remove your bezel ring for cleaning, where on the stainless steel watch you'll see it doesn't have that stamping, and this is pressed on permanently. Looks the same, except this one's removable, this one's not. So there are two identical watches, same sizes, same specs, same movement, same everything, except the titanium, a lot easier to wear. If you can find one, like I saw one for sale recently, 600 US dollars, beaten up condition, The screws are all beaten up from being changed over from different bracelets and straps. You know, that's not value for money in my opinion. This one, you know, if you can hold out and get one in this condition for $200, $300, even $400 I would spring for, because I think the quality is there. And is it a lot of money? Yeah, sure, it's a lot of money. But when you're looking at sea dwellers now trying to ask $8,000, I don't think the comparable. This is not that far behind a Rolex when you get the quality. And people that are into Rolexes are going to say this guy's a retard. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, I've owned a Submariner, I've owned a Sea Dweller, and like I said, I sold those off in favor of my old Seiko. The only high-end watches I've managed to hold on to because I like enough. Another very good quality watch that I think, in my opinion, is underrated is the Fortis, is the B-42 chronograph in stainless steel. Beautiful watch, very nice quality. Standard issue for Russian cosmonauts. There's their flight insignia on the back there. Very nice quality watch, but again, that was 5,000 Canadian dollars. I took off the stainless steel because that was a little bit heavy on the bracelet as a combination, and I like the leather strap a lot better on that guy. These two here are titanium, so you can get away with wearing the bracelet because I think the weight isn't too much. This is a fabulous watch too, but again, I bought this for over 6,000 American dollars in 1996, so still have it. 18 karat gold crown pushers, 18 karat gold bezel insert, all titanium. And this is the Omega Seamaster chronograph. Classic. I really like this setup with the screw-in crown. The pushers aren't screw-in, but the helium escape valve is very nice combination. But that's not what we're talking about today. And while we're off topic, Oris, another Swiss beauty that's underrated. Fabulous chunk of machined out titanium. The quality is through the roof on these watches. You got screw-in pushers, screw-in crown, screw-in helium escape valve. The movement's reversed, so you got all the operation controls on your left side rather than the standard on the right, which is a unique one. This is a limited edition Calos Coste free dive watch. So there's 2,000 worldwide. Beautiful watch, but certainly not in the $300 range. So if I had to pick two, I'm going to tell you, go purchase yourself this one in stainless steel with the rubber bracelet. Get your rubber strap on it, and then it's a manageable weight, excellent quality, last your lifetime. And I would try to get also, if not that, you need something a little thinner. Go for the Seiko, but go old school. They're out there, new old stock, gently used. Someone's got one in the safe that they'd like to part with, I'm sure. And then keep your eyes peeled for the titanium models. But these are lifetime watches, and for $200, $300, you don't want to sell them off, because I tell you, down the road you're going to regret it. These are watches you hold on to, and down the road, give them to your kids, give them to a nephew, give them to someone. They're classic. They never go out of style, and they'll last you a lifetime. The quality really is there. So, thanks for watching. Hope that helped somebody if you're a prospective buyer, and we'll speak to you again. Bye.